I don't want other people to decide who I am. I want to decide that for myself. I don't want the fear and failure to stop me from doing what I really care about. I am going to do what I want to do. I'm going to be who I really am. I'm going to figure out what that is. In my moments of doubt, I've told myself firmly, if not me, then who? If not now, then when? I truly believe that beauty is something that comes from within. If you truly pour your heart into what you believe in, even if it makes you vulnerable, amazing things can and will happen. I'm excited about the aging process. I'm more interested in women who aren't perfect. They're more compelling. The less you reveal, the more people can wonder. Be strong, love, and believe in yourself. It's amazing, people get so detached from what they eat and what they wear. No one has any contact with how things are made that are put in their body and put in their mouths, and I just find it alarming that no one questions it. If not me, who? If not now, when? Don't expect change to happen overnight, even if it's not always visible. It's making more impact than you think. Becoming yourself is really hard and confusing, and it's a process. I was completely the eager beaver. In school, I was the girl in the front of the class who was the first person to put her hand up. And it's often not cool to be the person that puts themselves out there, and I've often gotten teased mercilessly. But I found that, ultimately, if you truly pour your heart into what you believe in, even if it makes you vulnerable, amazing things can and will happen. If we stop defining each other by what we are not, and start defining ourselves by what we are, we can all be freer. It is time that we all see gender as a spectrum, instead of two sets of opposing ideals. Young girls are told you have to be the delicate princess. Hermione taught them that you can be the warrior. I never feel so accomplished as when I open a tough jar. All I can do is follow my instincts, because I'll never please everyone. I've always been like that. I give 100%. I can't do it any other way. I think that it is very important, if you know what you want, understand where you are heading towards, and try your best to get it. It is only when we use our hearts to do it, and fall in love with what we are doing, then can we really get real determination. I'm willing to be seen. I'm willing to speak up. I'm willing to keep going. I'm willing to listen to what others have to say. I'm willing to go to bed each night at peace with myself. I'm willing to be my biggest, bestest, most powerful self. Both men and women should feel free to be sensitive. Both men and women should feel free to be strong. It is time that we all perceive gender on a spectrum, not as two opposing sets of ideas. With airbrushing and digital manipulation, fashion can project an unobtainable image that's dangerously unhealthy. We want to try to galvanize as many men and boys as possible to be advocates for change. When I started dating, I had this kind of Romeo and Juliet, fateful romantic idea about love, which was almost that you were a victim, and there was a lot of pain involved, and that was how it should be. Feeling beautiful has nothing to do with what you look like, I promise. It's not the absence of fear, it's overcoming it. Sometimes you've got to blast through and have faith. I've always said, stuff the engagement ring. Just build me a really big library. The saddest thing a girl can do is dumb herself down for a guy. I'm a feminist, but I think that romance has been taken away a bit for my generation. I think what people connect with in novels is this idea of an overpowering, encompassing love, and it being more important and special than anything and everything else. I want to be a Renaissance woman. I want to paint, and I want to write, and I want to act, and I just want to do everything. How can we affect change in the world when only half of it is invited, or feel welcome, to participate in the conversation? When at 15, my girlfriends started dropping out of their beloved sports teams because they didn't want to appear muscly. When at 18, my male friends were unable to express their feelings, I decided that I was a feminist. I'm reading so much and exposing myself to so many new ideas. It almost feels like the chemistry and the structure of my brain is changing so rapidly sometimes. But it's a journey, and the sad thing is you only learn from experience, so as much as someone can tell you things, you have to go out there and make your own mistakes in order to learn. It sounds like a cliche, but I also learned that you're not going to fall for the right person until you really love yourself and feel good about how you are. There's nothing interesting about looking perfect, you lose the point. You want what you're wearing to say something about you, about who you are. We are struggling for a uniting word, but the good news is that we have a uniting movement. I like books that aren't just lovely, but that have memories in themselves. Just like playing a song. Picking up a book again that has memories can take you back to another place or another time. But my recent research has shown me that feminism has become an unpopular word. Women are choosing not to identify as feminists. We need more of those feminists, and if you still hate the word, it is not the word that is important. It's the idea and the ambition behind it. I don't have perfect teeth. I'm not stick thin. I want to be the person who feels great in her body and can say that she loves it and doesn't want to change anything. I'm a multidimensional person, and that's the freedom of fashion, that you're able to reinvent yourself through how you dress and how you cut your hair or whatever. You can only really look beautiful if you feel beautiful on the inside. It shows through your face, the way you move, and the way you hold yourself. Men, I would like to take this opportunity to extend your formal invitation. Gender equality is your issue too. I've earned my own money, I've traveled the world. What would I rebel against?